here. Already won that game. Games, let's see here. Alright, this it is. We'll come over here. Play these. Alright, let's see here. Let's use. Yeah, we'll use a tire 1. Alright, let's see here. Clear sky, love it. Let's see here. Noah is going to be my starting pitcher.
MLB The Show has baseball for you. Under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the first of this quick 2-game series between the Baltimore Orioles. Digging in now, Manny Machado. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Row, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well, both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's got great power. I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Pop high in the air. Nola has got it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3. Dylan Bundy will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty. 4-2.
1 sec as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
He's set, and the pitch. Down towards second. And there's one down now. With that, a look at the Phillies' batting order in this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Reese Hoskins. And a chance to add to his National League RBI lead if he can deliver right here. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Well, that pitch was grooved right down Main Street. He couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
I don't know, it could have been a best shot. I just know, all I know is crushed it.
So now Carlos Santana is past history with Dylan Bundy. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming, here it is. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home run.
Well, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Now to the plate, Michael Franco. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. First delivery to him on the way. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one. And they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home run. It's a solo shot here for Michael Franco. Number 28 on the season as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
What? That's how you hit a home run. Just like that, people. Just like that. Let's see. See if I can get...
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro. And he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty at strike 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center.
Oh,
there to put it away and finally put it. Here's Chris Davis now. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
All right.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out. Here's Jonathan Scope now. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it up the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away. Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. He went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale. No balls and 1 strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Nola is currently the leading vote getter among starting pitchers in the league, and quite deservedly so.
Hey, let's give a round of applause to the fans for voting this guy first at his position right now. He is not what comes to mind when you think all-star, but you know what? Check the numbers right now in the first half. He has been a dominant player. This is well-deserved.
In now, Caleb Joseph. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and 14 driven in. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. So stepping in, J.P. Crawford set to lead off the home half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Strike.
Dare you pitch me a slider?
Way in front of a great slider that time. Grounded to the right, scooped up on the backhand, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Coming to the plate now, Odubel Herrera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. Unlucky. So here's the Orioles pitcher, Dylan Bundy. 9-1-2 due up. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Manny Machado is out number 2 here in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Oh man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
2 is left. Santana, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail here 4-0.
Williams, Hernandez, and Hawkins up next.
Standing in, Nick Williams. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Right fielder.
Now here it comes.
Williams.
And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. This is on the ground over to first. Played on the backhand. Oh, but the feed to the pitcher is offline. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Digging in, Cesar Hernandez. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Rasmus, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, double.
Ready to take his hacks again, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the second deck and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his second of the game, as this lead swells to 7-0. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their fourth big fly of the game.
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. Fourth round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Franco. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Machado on the slide. The throw to first. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. But the Phillies... And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. He popped out in his first trip. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He's getting a lot of first pitch outs, and it's really easy to see why. He's been perfect. 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes to hitters so far in this one.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Jonathan Scope will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side. Yon Marinez answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get from their starter. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here.
Crawford solo. Home run.
A solo home run off the bat of J.P. Crawford. 19th home run for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
That's a beautiful shot.
Up next for Philadelphia, Hector.
Standing in now, Aaron Nola dribbled up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Beckham moving to his left. Makes the play, 1 away. Here's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening. Digging in, Odubel Herrera. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone.
Woo!
A home run.
Man, I built
A solo home run here off the bat of Odubel Herrera. Number 28 on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
The right fielder, number 5.
Up next will be Nick Williams.
He swings and sends it on a line to right center.
And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. He's 1 for 2 in this one. This is pulled into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batter, left fielder, Reese.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's coming off a month in which he earned National League Player of the Month recognition.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Another good inning. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And there's ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. One gone now for the center fielder, Colby Rasmus. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Colby Rasmus goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Stepping up now, Caleb Joseph. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out for 5.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings. 6. Here's Carlos Santana now. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
First baseman, Carlos.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Yank on the ground down the line. This will get foul for strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And it's gone as they add still another.
Second solo home run of the night.
Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
I'll tell you, guys are scrambling in the dugout to get to the plate now, and I can't blame them. Seems like everyone's getting in on the action. That's the 7th home run of the game. When it rains, it pours, I guess.
Third baseman, number 7.
Into the box, Michael Franco, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
Yeah, and you've got to ride these streaks as long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Rasmus has a read on it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
First pitch on its way. And they will have him bunting with one away as he gets this one down. There's one. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight. Chance Cisco here in the top of the 6th. Fastball in there for a called strike. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous 2. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. One away. Here comes the first pitch.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Into the box now, Tim Beckham. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and a strike to count. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He sure does. It's a baker's dozen. 13 in a row he's set down now, and the side. Richard Blyer gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. This is taken in by Trumbo, and there's out number 1.
The right fielder, number 5.
So striding forward now, Nick Williams. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scope with the bare hand. It's there, and he's out.
Now batting, second baseman.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. First pitch coming. Here it is. This one's down to third. Beckham takes it in. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Phillies down. Striding in, Trey Mancini. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bouncer to the left side. And that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. From the stretch. Driven nicely into the gap. Mancini rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score. And they are now on the board, though still well behind.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Behind 0-2 now. Scope leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Ready now, Colby Rasmus. A hit in 2 tries so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. 0-2, here it is. Popped him up. And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. Rhys Hoskins will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos.
Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to 3rd. Beckham is there, and Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away. Digging in, Michael Franco, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Rasmus, still going back. And it's gone.
2 runs, home run, 2nd home run of the night from Michael Franco.
A 2-run home run off the bat of Michael Franco. His 2nd of the game as this lead got even wider.
Now batting.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. Line drive snagged on a short hop. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in, J.P. Crawford earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Scope. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Striding into the box, Caleb Joseph. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Joseph is retired, and there's 1 away. Joey Rickard will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 23, Joey Rickard.
He comes in at 262 on the year. 6 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Rickard has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Here's Manny Machado now. Fourth trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this.
Two out, nobody on. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first two pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 0-2 coming. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Donnie Hart enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Aaron Altair is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to as they look for some insurance. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jam off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right side. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Standing in now, Cesar Hernandez. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout it screams to the modern day of baseball. The three true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a two-strike pitch. No get me over curveballs, no get me over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
First delivery to him on the way. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Rasmus to the track.
Gone! Third home run of the night, and it's a 3-run home run.
So a 3-run shot to right center field. His third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
The first baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana lifted in the air to straightaway center. Rasmus has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So coming to the plate, Mike Delfranco, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Hard on the ground towards short, and that drops in for another base hit. He's 4 for 5 now. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
Man, talk about having a good game. And like most guys, this would be a good week. 4th hit of the game, and 2 of those D-Rose round trippers.
Yeah, he's going to have a smile on his face for a while here, Dan. These are special nights. You have to enjoy these. These don't come around often, and he is taking full advantage of it.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Rasmus is there, and he puts it away to stop the nighttime shot of Philadelphia City Hall as we're back for the 9th inning from Citizens Bank Park. Luis Garcia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Now at the plate, Tim Beckham. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Trey Mancini. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
See the score?
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
17-1. Who's coming there?
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Not looking good after being down 0-2. I think at the very least, you got to work this pitcher's count a little bit. Try and get back into a decent count where maybe you can come through.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Trey Mancini is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one. Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, oh, thanks.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Throw on to first, they'll take care of him, and the Phillies will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
17-1 this evening. The Philadelphia Phillies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Aaron Nola earns a league-high 18th win as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Dylan Bundy struggled and gets the loss.
Wow. Oh, I could be smoking a lot of stuff, but I don't. Oh, yeah? Yep. This is a natural high, baby. This is a natural high. All right. Bet your Gia wants to know what's going on in this. I'm going back in now. All right. Let's see here. Let's start this game. Oh, that's a short series. That's it. That's it. That's it. Gonna use home 26. Clear sky, love it. Alright. Oh, Hopkins. Reese Hudson got a 19-game hitting streak going.
From Philadelphia, MLB Network is live from Citizens Bank Park. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the Baltimore Orioles and the Philadelphia Phillies. Reese Hoskins is a man on. Jared Eichhoff, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Gone to lead off the inning.
You talk about starting a game off quick. We couldn't even get the lineup cards in yet, and this guy's already going deep.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I love watching Manny Machado do his thing. He's been the fire starter for this team. Last 10 games, how about an on-base percentage of over 400? As he goes, so goes the team. He's playing great ball and making things happen.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Eichhoff. He's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But another look here at the solo. At the plate, Odubel Herrera. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit out towards second. Scope's able to get there. And there's one away. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, one of their hot hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's hitting over 400 on the season. I can't even imagine the confidence that's running through him right now. I'm so excited to watch him play and see how he goes about his business.
Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. Hit down the line at first. But this is foul for the first strike. That average way up there to start things out. 1 home run and 58 runs batted in. Hernandez hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year. Line toward right center, and that's in there, base hit. Williams is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's there, but it's dropped at the plate.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, D-Roll, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
So now Carlos Santana. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Well, this hitting streak is just the latest development in what's been an impressive offensive year for him. He's up among the league leaders in hitting as of today.
He's had an amazing season, and you can tell the confidence is oozing off him. When we were down before the game talking to him around the batting cage, you could just sense he wants 4 ABs, and he wants them with runners in scoring position. He's certainly given himself a chance to have a monster season.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued. Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hoskins waits on it. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Stepping into the box, Michael Franco. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Franco rounds third and is digging for the plate. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Rasmus at the track. But he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Alfaro blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The tag, and he's safe. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now a 3-1 game.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long flyout. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Jared Eichhoff stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. To third. Beckham scoops it up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
2 runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is pulled into right. But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Up next will be Nick Williams. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Rasmus will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. They pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Phillies 4 and the Orioles 1. The pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Finally, a take. No, seriously. That's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Joseph now.
The count is 1 and 2.
On a good curveball, gets him swinging for route number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Popped him up. Alfaro is under it. 2 down. Now in the box, William Casado. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. No balls and 1 strike. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, left fielder,
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies, Rhys Hoskins.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
Takes this the other way to right. Casado is right there as he takes it for the second out.
First baseman, number 41.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here.
Home run.
Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. 46 now for him on the season as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Gets 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
Into the box, Michael Franco. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Rasmus is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. We played 3 full. It's now 5-1.
And then the third. Going into the 4th.
Leading off the inning, Trey Mancini, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. Here's Manny Machado now. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Striding in once again, Jorge Alfaro. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, J.P. Crawford. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Hit softly on the ground to first. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jared Eichhoff. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Tim Beckham goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
Hard hit ball to second. Schoop is there. The second for 1. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Soft liner toward first, and no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. Phillies go down. In now for the O's, Caleb Joseph. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Mark Trumbo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 16 homers and 36 RBIs. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Popped him up. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another shot now, William Casado. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And it's quickly 0-2. The next 0-2. Popped high in the air. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is. Yon Marinez will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's set, and the pitch. Hard on the ground toward short. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Now batting, Carlos Santana. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Very rarely, Matt, you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at-bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Schoop will look this one in, and there are 2 away now. Settling in now, Maikel Franco. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded back up the middle. Taken in by Machado. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. So striding in, Trey Mancini. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Hernandez is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13.
Here's Manny Machado now, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. In there, no balls and a strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Here's Chris Davis now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In there, strike 1. One and 1 the count to Chris Davis.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
Franco is calling for it, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to short. Machado is there, and there's one down now.
The batter, number 2, shortstop.
Digging in once again, J.P. Crawford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Ready for another chance? Jared Eichhoff. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the man.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is into the box now. Jonathan Schoop. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Tim Beckham comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hernandez right there. Throw to first takes care of Beckham for the second out of the inning. Here's the center fielder now, Colby Rasmus. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
And Franco will make the catch to retire the side. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Odubel Herrera. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 5.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner, but foul. Now the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
0-1, here it comes. Line towards center field. Rasmus is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Stepping in, Caleb Joseph. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Fastball called for strike 2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Chance Sisco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Popped him up. Franco in foul ground. And this will land foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hoskins waits on it. 2 gone. Ready now for Baltimore. William Casado. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Oh, man. So close, but yet so far. Can you imagine giving up one hit, pitching such good baseball for 9 innings, but one base hit kept him?
Oh, yeah. Use the restroom. Little intermission. Intermission. And these are my minor league teams. I had the choice to play these games, but I'm not going to play these ones. I'm going to go ahead and skip over right here to the big boys. Play this game. Let's see here. We'll use row 26. PNC Park. Vincent Velazquez. Butcher that name. I don't know why. I'm sorry, Vincent. Please forgive me. Ooh, look at that. 20-game hit streak. Reese Hopkins.
Now from the north. Coming to the plate now, Odubel Herrera having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase. Hit hard on the ground towards second. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Woo-hoo.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League. From the stretch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. What do you think they need to do to keep the winning streak a-rolling, B-Row?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Alfaro waits on it. 1 down. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Zero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Here's Starling Marte looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. His lifetime line against Velazquez. He's a perfect 3 for 3. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over.
Perfect anymore.
Down in order go the Pirates. We are still scoring. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Reese Hoskins. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting. He's able to ride this one high and deep toward right center. Marte going back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Solo home run.
Reese Hoskins with a solo shot. 1 shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it is. I just ended it. I ended Pittsburgh tomorrow. Pittsburgh doesn't exist anymore. Ah!
Here's Carlos Santana now.
Carlos Santana.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Santana will take the turn and head for second now. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's focus our attention on Josh Harrison. Basically your Swiss Army knife for a manager. The ability to play up the middle, premium positions, also both corners, and carries a nice bat to boot.
Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is fouled at the plate. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. You've seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. First offering on its way. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Looking up is Marte.
It's
gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
In now, Vince Velasquez. He swings and grounds it to short. Frazier ranging up the middle, and the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Odubel Herrera. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Line toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they'll tack on one more as this is now a 5-0 game. Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. From the stretch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Polanco. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused, The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And as our graphic will illustrate, in terms of team rankings, he's currently second best on this Philly ball club in that department. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. Hoskins rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they push their lead to 8 now.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
Bye, Felicia.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. Kyle Critt is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Hard hit ball to second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But not before they claim the lead here as they bat around and hang an 8th spot on them. On now to the bottom of the second. The Phillies lead it 8-0. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Corey Dickerson. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Now the pitch. In there at the letters 0-1.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, David Freese. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5. So digging in now, Jorge Alfaro. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First offering on its way. Sliders in for a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch. Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
First pitch on its way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So Odubel Herrera will get a chance to bat following the 2-out base hit.
Hey, pretty good swing right there by the pitcher. I know he'll be telling his boys in the dugout to take some hitting lessons from him if he's going to square line drives up all day.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. At the plate, Sean Rodriguez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. His lifetime line against Velasquez. He's 2 for 3. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Popped him up. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that's out number 1. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Kyle Crick. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Now a bunt attempt here. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Josh Harrison stands in. 0 for 1 here in the early going. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Up next will be Nick Williams. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
The right fielder, number 5.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. Marte is under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready to take his hacks again, Cesar Hernandez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. Harrison has it on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting. Left fielder.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Here's Carlos Santana now. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled away. A pause and the 0-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 47 thus far as the blowout continues.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Standing in now, Michael Franco,
As he grounds one briskly to short.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On the ground to the right side. Hernandez over to his left. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out. Up next for the Buccos, Starling Marte. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Hard hit ball to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Frazier has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. And that'll be 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. 2 down.
Now batting.
So here now is the pitcher, Vince Velasquez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air out to left field. Dickerson's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Gregory Polanco. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Popped him up. Alfaro has a play. 1 out. Digging in now, David Freese, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Down in order go the Pirates. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Polanco giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Nick Williams. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Lined hard toward right center. Marte is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Now at the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Flipped out the other way towards short. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Bullet back up the middle. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
To start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. Now, they've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. And a diving effort, but he can't make the play in right. Around second now and headed for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Jordy Mercer will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Cervelli at third with nobody out. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Fouled off. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Josh Harrison. He flew out in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. A man at third with 1 away. Now a flare out toward right center. Coming in is Williams. He can't get to it. This one's down. In to score the runner from third. So stepping in, Adam Frazier. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Adam Frazier becomes out number 2 this inning. A 1 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
In today's game, if you're not this...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Bo Schultz comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Standing in, Maikel Franco, and he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
First offering on its way. This is pulled into right. Polanco is there, 2 down. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Vince Velasquez. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Polanco has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So here's the cleanup hitter, Corey Dickerson. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 25.
Here's Gregory Polanco. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. A fastball that just misses inside. Sent on the ground out to second. To his left, Hernandez. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in, David Freese. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll... Coming to the plate now, Odubel Herrera.
Leading off for the Phillies, center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone as they add still another.
Solo home run.
Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This is a pretty good pitcher's ballpark, PNC, in Pittsburgh.
What an impressive hitting performance by that lineup. This park, it definitely caters to the left-handed hitter. With that wall in right field, you feel like you can book one into the Allegheny. Not the same for a right-handed hitter. Big left center gap and center field placement.
Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Harrison's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for Philadelphia.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Into the box, Sean Rodriguez. He leads off their half.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman, Sean
Francisco Rodriguez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
For the Phillies, number 75,
First offering on its way.
Francisco
And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. A fastball that he's way out in front of, a swing and a miss. And he got him.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Tripled and scored in his last at-bat. We'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. Herrera's there, and he makes the catch for the second. Jordan Luplow will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Too high. 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the third out. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Pittsburgh, PA. Ninth inning about to start in this one. Felipe Vasquez enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard up the middle. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the ninth.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck. Right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zipped right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Stepping into the box, Francisco Rodriguez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. High in the air out to center field. Marte is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Josh Harrison stands in, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Got him. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Set to deliver the 0-1. On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Soft liner to the right side, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. The throw into second, and he is in there.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The 2-2 pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. 1-0 pitch on the way. 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over. 12-1 at the end of this one. The Philadelphia Phillies cash in with 21 hits en route to victory. Vince Velasquez earns win number 15.
we'll call it quits for tonight.